Well, Richard, I didn't know when we talked in Dallas-Fort Worth that I would be seeing you out here around the pool of the Beverly Hills Hotel.
No, I'm so glad to see you here. It's wonderful.
There is quite a lot of momentum now for this picture, SOB. And since we talked in Dallas, what thoughts are you having about the picture?
The thoughts I have about the picture, they are like three sort of signal days in terms of the picture for me. And that's, for me, what it means to me. The first day was I was alone in my study reading the script. And on page 62, I stood up and I thought, oh, this looks good. I think this is a good one. And I got very nervous. And I went on and it got better and better and better. And the second big day was when I met Blake. He came to my dressing room with Tony Adams, his producer, and Jeff Edwards, his son, and editor, film assistant film. And we met, and something, it was so good to meet him. It was so good to thank him for laughs in the past that were very important to me from the Panther stuff, where they really lifted my spirits. And I knew it was a special script. And I knew there was an opportunity to make a very wonderful special movie. And Blake knew that too. And there was this kind of secret understanding between us. There's something you get in the eyes where you just like, let's go do it. And the third day was the first day of filming. And I was the only actor working. And first days are difficult for all of us, and actors especially. And that first day, you don't even know how you're gonna walk yet. You know, you're nervous and you're scared. And Holden arrives on the set. I'm the only actor working. He arrives on the set. And he comes over to me and bangs into me and smiles and grabs me and turns me around and gives me a very gentle kick in the slats and says, let's go do this. Let's do it. That's the way it began. And it just, from there, what you would expect happened. It was strong work. It was hard work. It was fun. It was affection. All the things the movie is about, the experience was diametrically opposed in the making of the movie. And I came out of this the best work experience I've ever had, feeling very good about the work and having made fast friends. You know they're going to be your counselors. You know you're going to be. There's a risk of being too precious about talking about this event, I suppose, but it was a very precious time. It was just wonderful, and the fun of it all. The laughter. I remember sitting down one day, I was sitting, and to the left of me was Bob Preston, to the right was Holden. And Press says, well, when did you go to Paramount? 39 or something. He goes, oh yeah, because I went, and I'm sitting in the middle, I figure, I got 80 years on either side of me here. And then he just hung around and did the best you could do, but you paid a lot of attention.
Richard, the things that this movie stands for, as far as what it says about the film industry and some of the things that are wrong with it. Now, you had made motion pictures before. Were you aware of that, or was this movie a revelation for you as far as behind the scenes of Hollywood?
I'm getting a very fast education. I'm relatively a new guy. I mean, I'm basically a stage actor, so this is new to me. And I don't know personally from it. I just know from people whom I trust that this indeed happens. It's new to me.
Does it frighten you at all?
No.
Is there anything comparable to it on the stage or behind the scenes of Broadway?
No, I don't know. Maybe it's because it isn't as big a business somehow. I think you get into those large dollars or something that everything changes. Broadway is different. And what's interesting is for the show folk, it's the same ethic that you're doing. It's the same work you're doing. The business changes. And there are people, I suppose, who should invest in films and sell films and buy films. They are not necessarily the ones who should make films. And there are filmmakers, Blake made a point earlier today, that there are filmmakers who can do the other end as well. But they were filmmakers first. This picture, SOB, in my estimate, the way I feel, has a very affectionate view of Hollywood, with the villainy and all. You think about this film, one of the great hidden stories in this film is that the picture ends up with this unsung, forgotten, good actor in a coffin at a funeral at which 2,000 members of that film community are attending, unbeknownst to them. But inside, this, you know what I mean, that hidden thing inside, is that it's the people who make movies, and they beach them, and they dismiss them. That's one of the stories in SOB that I find, because I'm an actor, that I feel.
Richard, one last question, and that is, what do you think your fans from Soap are going to think about you in this picture?
Hopefully they'll be delighted, and that they will come along and enjoy this new dimension and this new kind of funny and sad mixed together.
It's a brilliant performance, Richard. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the picture.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice to talk with you again.
Thank you.